Finally a chance to...
Hey, that's my shit. What's up, y'all? So look, I want to share this with y'all real quick, right? I'm doing a Zoom tonight on conditioning. And let me put it to y'all like this. It's important as an adult that you understand what conditioning is, right? It's important that you understand the role that conditioning plays in psychology, in your mental health, right? Y'all know I talk about watching what you eat, but not just the food you eat, what you watch, what you listen to, what you buy into, the stuff that you constantly put yourself around, the things that you tolerate. All these things play a role in what you end up wanting out of life, your character, the way that you move, the things that you choose. Now, for a lot of us, we don't realize that we're conditioned to behave the way that we behave. We're conditioned to want the things that we want, right? And I'm gonna tell y'all something. The reason why this is becoming more and more of a thing, more and more of a reason for people to hone in on what conditioning is because through marketing, which is always going on in this country, through relationships, which people are always involved in, because I told y'all, just biologically, chemically, hormonally, we're wired to gravitate towards other people. So socializing is just a part of being a human being, right? Because this shit is playing such a role in our lives and how we act, it's important that you understand this. Now, for a lot of y'all, you probably like, okay, I hear what she's saying, but I don't get it. There's a lot of y'all, the shit that you actually chasing and the stuff that you want, you don't actually want that. You just going after it because you conditioned to believe that that is what you're supposed to be going after. A lot of y'all, you know, you watch stuff online, you look at TV shows, you listen to the opinion leaders that are around you, and they have you wanting and chasing the things that you want, right? Give y'all an example. For a lot of y'all as females, right? Through movies, through TV, through watching, especially if you urban, especially if you from the hood, you're conditioned to believe that you're supposed to go after the bad guy, the one who got the image, the money, all this excessive stuff. But what's not being told to you is the shit that it required to keep up with shit like that. For a lot of y'all dudes, if you urban, if you come from the hood, you're conditioned to chase after the pretty girl, the one that got the nice body, the one that look like she popping, the one that every dude want. What you not taught, what you not told is the actual shit that you go through chasing behind a female like that, or the ways or the character nowadays of women like that. It's like y'all skip over the work and you just chasing behind the image of, you know, what you feel like you want, but you only want that because, of course, that's what's been repeatedly shoved down your throat. I did a video yesterday explaining, like, there are some people, they just want the simple shit, right? Go watch that video to definitely give you clarity on what I'm explaining right now. But I said that to say this. Some of y'all got to be honest that I'm signing up for shit that I want the end result, but the stuff that come along with trying to maintain that or even get to that point, I'm not willing to do that. Like, there's a lot of y'all, you want to be an entrepreneur, you want to have multiple streams of income, you want to be rich, but you don't actually want to lose no sleep. You don't want to get disciplined. You don't want to learn nothing. You don't want to get no budget in Zoom. You don't want to go take no course. You don't want to pay for nothing extra besides the fun stuff that come along with being rich or wealthy or having money. You don't actually want to put in the work. So you know what that means? You don't actually want to be rich or wealthy. That's just some shit you say. There's a lot of y'all, I talk to y'all females on one-on-ones. You want a relationship with a bad boy, a street nigga, a dope boy, you know, that type. But you don't want to go through none of the stuff that bitches go through that be with them type of dudes. You want like some sort of fairy tale ending, but you don't want the reality that come along with that. A lot of y'all dudes, you want the bad bitch, but then you don't want all the thirst that come along with that from other niggas. You want a bad bitch that got it going on, that real popular, that everybody know, but that don't no other nigga try to fuck. Or you don't want no temptation to come on your... A lot of y'all, it's like you want shit that's not realistic to what the fuck's going on with you. You're not even willing to do the shit that it take to keep that shit. It don't mean it's bad nor it's good that you want it. Or for those of y'all that don't want certain things, the idea is be real with yourself about what the fuck you actually gonna work for, what you actually gonna keep up with, what you actually gonna be okay with. It be a lot of y'all, I be on one-on-ones and it's like, you don't actually want this person. You want their potential. Like, if this dude shape up and do everything the way you want him to do it, that's what you want. And then y'all just keep saying, but I love them, but I can't get over it. But no. You can't get the picture out of your mind of what you wanted to be. The dream you sold your motherfucking self. The lie you told social media and your community and your family that y'all was gonna be. That's what you can't let go of. How you're being treated right now, the stuff you say you're doing, the way that y'all say y'all don't get along, that's not what you want. You keep screaming you don't want that. Y'all understand what I'm explaining? So a lot of y'all gotta start being real with y'allself, man. Y'all conditioned to want certain stuff. You think you want it because you've been told through visual images, through music, through the same shit, repeatedly being sure. This is conditioning. You've been told and force-fed that this is what you want. If you don't expand your horizon, expose yourself to new things, if you don't actually be honest with yourself about what you are or aren't willing to do, where your boundaries are, what you're willing to get involved in, your ass will be out here hardcore fighting for some shit you don't even want. I hope y'all understand what I'm telling y'all. Conditioning, man. It's so important that you understand it. It's so important that you explain it to your children. The country we live in is a business. You're always being marketed to, whether you know it or not. Everything you repetitively look at, every conversation you repetitively involve yourself in, every activity, every venue, every party, everything that you watch over and over again is conditioning you in one direction or another. Exactly. And see, when you don't know self, when you don't know what your boundaries should be based on the spaces in you that are vulnerable, male or female, when you don't know the things that you should not be involved in based on it being detrimental to your mental health, when you don't know these things, you will end up involving yourself in stuff that you really don't want to be involved in, but yet you keep getting involved in it. It's some of y'all, you wake up every day and fight for a situation you don't want. You run to a job you don't want to be at. A lot of that shit comes from you believing this is what I have to do in order to be whole. This is what I'm supposed to do in order to look like I got it together. A lot of y'all, man, you grown, but you don't know about no grown folk shit. You grown, but you don't have no conversations about no grown people shit. You grown, meaning your age is well above 18, 21, but your ass have not sat down and got to know your grown self. The shit going on around you controls your behavior. And you don't even realize that. But we're going to talk about it tonight in my Zoom. If you're trying to get in the Zoom, text 678-965-0698. If you're trying to get a one-on-one, because you can't get in the Zoom, text 678-965-0698. This shit is important. It's important for you to understand conditioning, behavioral conditioning, understand how this shit affects you, how it affects your children, how it affects your family, being a pack, not a herd. This shit is important. Some of y'all really got to be honest with yourself. I be getting into stuff I really don't want to be involved in. And a lot of y'all, you're going to realize as you learn the stuff I be talking about, you're in a space where you're weak. You're weak. You might look good. You might get money. You might feel like you got it together. But when it comes to self-control and discipline and setting boundaries, not allowing people to use you up, not caring too much, y'all conditioned to believe that that is a good thing. I see them statuses all the time. I rode for people that wouldn't give me a ride. I fought for people that wouldn't fight for me. I fed people that wouldn't feed me. Like, and you think that there is some award coming from this shit? Like, you actually think this is being a humanitarian, getting used up to the point where your mental has you buying into negative posts every day, trying to make someone feel bad for getting whatever the fuck they got out of you. Makes no sense. It's become like a thing of norm where y'all buy into this loyalty that really be stupidity. I was with him for 5 years, held them down, took care of kids, did this, did that, and all he did was drag me. And you think, what? Someone's coming to pay you for that? Like, do you think anyone genuinely cares? Are you going to get that time back? No, you're not. Are they going to give you a Nobel Peace Prize, bitch? All that shit you did. You could have went and fed some families in Africa, bitch. Like, go to Ethiopia and give a bitch 5 years of your life, like, helping some people that's really strong. Because you sat and let a bitch drag you, that what you want? And y'all believe these is like great stories to tell. Because you sat there and got your head slapped for 3 years. This is not like humanitarian work. This ain't no fucking, y'all, you just getting your head slapped. Y'all niggas too, I knew the baby wasn't mine. I was there for her and I did. What you want from us? What you want? Because for 5 cents a day, you could feed some kids that's hungry, homeless, going through some shit. Like, what you want us to do? Because you paid a bitch bills for 2 years just to find out she was fucking another nigga. What do you want us to do? Y'all think it's some type of award coming for these kind of stories? Bitch, you better wisen up. Set some goals, set some boundaries. Let a bitch know what you own and ain't own. Stop running around just doing everything that y'all see. And then there are those of y'all, like I said in my video yesterday, y'all will sit there and watch famous people, wealthy people, people on TV shows and shit that have written storylines, and then you would take that and try to actually make your life match up with what the fuck you seeing, because you conditioned to believe from watching them shows over and over again that that is what the fuck you deserve based on what a bitch showing you on a TV show. Like, y'all know back in the day when your grandma used to watch the stories, Guiding Light, motherfucking, you know, I don't know, with Reva and all them people on there. Like, my great grandma and grandma used to watch this shit. Like, y'all watch shows like that now that just have different names, and then y'all buy into the concept that this is what's supposed to go on in y'all everyday, regular ass lives. Y'all be expecting shit out of people that don't make no sense. None at all. You want a romantic killer. This nigga got bodies in a gang, teardrops under his eyes, carry a Glock, don't know nothing about no bill paying and shit like that. He gonna hand you the money and tell you to take care of it, and you want a bitch to know how to love you. This nigga kill people, and you want him to know how to love you and your kids from a pure space. You want somebody, he gotta be able to communicate shit. This nigga don't say nothing but gang and a killer nigga. You want him to come home and have exceptional communication skills. Like, what course did he take? Y'all be with hoes, she don't know her father. Her mama don't like niggas. Raised her not to like and respect niggas. And then you want this woman to come, you gonna wife her, and you want some sort of respect out of. You watching too many TV shows, bro. That's not what you got. Y'all be getting people, they've never been shown genuinely what love is. Got all kind of traumas. You meet them and they talking about their traumas. You meet them, they telling you stories just like what I was talking about. I got drugged for 2 years. Nigga stole my purse. You know, I don't know. Got raped in the alley. All this shit they telling you right when you meet them, and then you get with them and can't understand why it go toxic. You don't watch too many episodes of Love and Hip Hop. Like, them people is scripted. Part of it, they lives, part of it be a storyline. And you around here with this bitch and you think y'all finna be happily ever. The girl is scarred. You gonna get cut in your sleep, I'm telling you. Her mama taught her niggas wasn't shit at 2. Just looking at y'all like y'all looking at me. Damn right. Y'all be done played y'all fucking self. People like had no father in their life, and you want them. I don't understand, you know, why he just be doing the kids like that. And where you think he was gonna get his parenting skills from? If you ain't see this nigga in his lifetime get around no grown men or really show some sort of effort to want to be different, girl, you gonna get just what the fuck that nigga got. You can't get what a bitch don't got. And conditioning how your ass around here thinking that you will. I'm just telling y'all what's real. You ain't got to like it. Just telling y'all what's real. Zoom tonight at 9:30. It's on conditioning. Text 678-965-0698 to get in the Zoom. If you can't afford to get in the Zoom, or if you don't want to be in the Zoom, bitch, you need to spend some time reflecting on your situation. What is it that has me wanting and thinking the way that I think, wanting the things that I want, heading in the direction that I'm heading in? Understand that it's just basic human psychology for your mind to be influenced by things that repeat in front of you. Y'all make sure y'all enjoy the rest of y'all day.